The most important thing that I can do today is to watch my emotions throughout the day. All I have to do is stay focused on how I'm feeling, and my emotions and my feelings will be my guidepost as to how I'm doing. How I'm doing in work, how I'm doing in my personal life, how I'm doing in my relationships, how I'm doing with my physical health. My feelings are always telling me how I'm doing. Those slight nuances in mood or discomforts that come up, bad, or what we call bad or unpleasant feelings, are not bad at all. In fact, I'm realizing that my emotions are like a GPS system that tell me if I need to go a little more this way or a little more that way. My inner self knows what's best for me. My vortex knows where I need to be and what's in my best interest at all times. That's why I say that the most important task I can focus on today is to remain on my frequency, to focus on remaining in close proximity to my own energy, to my own true self, my inner source. There are so many things that people might call it, but to me, it's my vortex. It's my true self. My true self is a happy, joyous being. My true self is content and doesn't experience shame or embarrassment or fear. My true self knows that I am perfect the way I am, that I was created in the image of utter beauty, purity, innocence, and love. I know that I am true love, and I know that all I have to do to remain in sync with that is to pay attention to how I'm feeling throughout the day. And if I'm starting to feel bad, I can take a look at, okay, why am I distancing from myself right now? What's bringing me out of line with the truth of who I am? What little thought or belief just came into my head? What fear just came up? What little story did I just accidentally pick up my phone and go on Instagram and read something that brought me down a little bit? Did I just have a thought that maybe I should have done something differently with someone, or I should have said something and now I'm feeling guilty or bad about it? I know that my guidance system of my feelings will get me there. That's what's my best indicator of how I'm doing in life. We are truly love. In order to be happy, I need to steer clear of distractions. Anything that would bring me out of line with my inner self can bring me down. Discomfort, physical or otherwise, fears, nervousness, disappointment, stories that I might tell myself about the way I should have handled something or the way somebody should have treated me. These are all distractions from my alignment with my true self. When I am fully in alignment with my true self, I feel good. I'm happy. I'm light. I'm smiling. I'm laughing. Anybody who knows me knows from my laugh. It's piercing. It's obnoxious. It's so loud that you can hear it from a mile away. And everybody turns and looks when I laugh. Why? Because it's so full. It's so real. It's so irresistibly delicious and powerful. I let it out fully, not because I'm trying to, but because I'm getting out of my own way. This is how I stay happy. This is the sign that I'm in alignment with myself. That's all I have to do all day long, is just steer clear. Just keep driving, just like on a motorcycle. You know, you see a little bend in the road, you go a little bit this way, you notice maybe an oil slick, you got to kind of bend to this side. Then when you go through the turn, you got to be a little more careful, get out ahead of it and realize, okay, look through the turn and see where you're going. That's all I've got to do, is pay attention. Pay attention, but to me, not to anyone else. What anybody else is doing isn't my problem. What somebody says to me isn't my problem. What I think they feel or what I think they should be doing is none of my business. If somebody says something that I find myself feeling yucky, it's not that they said anything to make me feel bad. It's not their fault. It's because I'm allowing myself to focus on some meaning about what they did or said that takes me away from who I really am. I recently realized that something I've been doing my whole life, I've criticized myself for, and I felt bad about it. And I've always beaten myself up about it and said that I shouldn't be doing this. And that is that I can be really immature. Sometimes I make myself out to be this innocent little boy in situations where maybe people are acting like grown-ups, or I tend to kind of play the ignorant card, or play the innocence card rather, play the pure, innocent, naive little boy card. And I've been criticized for that. I've criticized myself for it. I've asked myself, why don't I grow up? Why don't I just come to the table as a fully grown man and just put on my shirt and tie and just stop giggling and goofing around and just take life seriously? And it's finally come to me. It's not because I don't take life seriously. It's not because I'm not mature or don't see the important side of things. It's not just because I think life is about goofing off. The reason I do that is because I am in alignment with my inner child. I am fully connected to the little boy inside me, that true, pure, innocent, naive little boy that just wants to have fun, that doesn't judge, that doesn't feel shame and embarrassment, that asks for what he wants, that asks a million questions because of my long-standing curiosity about the world. I don't feel bad for who I am. Yeah, I goof around. Yeah, I may be a little boy. I may act silly. But it's not because of any fault. It's because my preference at any given moment is to look at the joyous side of things, to feel good, and to bring others into my feeling good. I'm constantly trying to make people laugh. Why? I've judged myself on that for years. I've been told that I'm not serious. I've been told that I don't treat people respectfully. I know what it is now. It's because I just want to feel good, be pure love, love as much as I can, and be loved back. And if I make a joke when you're talking about something heavy, it's because I want to bring you out of that shit. I want to bring you out of that. I'm trying to get you back up instead of being down. There's no time for that. There's no time for seriousness. Life is not serious. Life is beautiful. Look at this place. I wake up every morning and I give thanks for at least 60 to 90 minutes every morning. All I'm doing is giving thanks, feeling thanks. I'm singing, I'm laughing, I'm cracking jokes with myself while I have my coffee, while I do my morning rituals, while I meditate, while I write, while I read, while I make the bed. Whatever it is, I'm laughing all day long. People would see me from through the window or as a fly on the wall. They would think I'm nuts. Well, they already do think I'm nuts. I mean, I'm sure that somebody would have me committed eventually, because all I'm doing is just bouncing around laughing all day long. My main priority every day, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm at work, whether I'm with people, whether I'm doing something serious or not, is to focus on how I feel and stay in line with my true self. That's the only way I can be of any use to anybody. The only way I can help you, myself, or anybody, my patients that need me, that rely on me to help them find the way, to heal hurts, to get rid of the past, and to live their dreams. The only way I can be of any help is to be in full alignment with who I am, to know myself and love and accept myself, which I never used to do. I grew up with a lot of challenges. I grew up very depressed. I grew up feeling like I was wrong to be alive, that I didn't belong here, that I shouldn't inconvenience anybody and I should just apologize constantly. for being who I am. And I'm over that. I'm happy. I've been putting off starting my social media channel for a long time. I've always known that I have something to share. I've always known that there's something I know. Life is beautiful. You have the choice of how you feel in any given moment. It doesn't matter where you are or what's going on. Nobody has the power to make you feel anything other than what you choose. The power of the marvelous mind. We are what we think. Whatever I spend my time thinking about is what will be. If I spend my time thinking about how wonderful my life is going, about all the beautiful gifts that this earth has given me, the love that I receive from countless people in my life, endless. If I think about that, I feel wonderful, and I feel loving, and I give love, and I receive love, and it's one big whirlwind. It's one huge vortex, coming back to the vortex. A belief is a thought that you keep thinking. Our values, our guidance system, our beliefs, what we make important in our life is based on the things that we tell ourselves. And what we tell ourselves are our inner conversations. And that's what thoughts are. Thoughts are statements that we make to ourselves. Beliefs are statements that we make to ourselves over and over and over. And based on those beliefs is how we live our lives. There are actions. Our actions are based on our beliefs. What we feel is important, what our values are, lead to how we act. What do we do? What do we do when we're alone? What do we do when we're with people? What do we do when we are faced with a difficult situation? What do we do when it's an easy situation? I've spent the last 6 months holed up in my apartment pretty much, for the most part, except for all the times that I broke the curfews and quarantine restrictions to go out and gallivant and ride my motorcycle and go have lunches in parks that were closed that I sneak into, and kind of like this one in a way, but I don't think it's technically closed because we're not in a lockdown right now. I've been spending the last 6 months studying myself. Of course, I've read a lot of books that are something that I never used to read. Don't ask me how I got a doctoral degree. I've been studying the mind. I've been reading the thoughts and beliefs of other people, metacognition. I've been studying metaphysics. I've been studying the law of attraction. I've been studying great thinkers and successful people. And in the end, it all comes down to a study of myself. Who am I? Who am I? And most importantly, who am I and where do I want to go? I recently asked a friend of mine. I love her dearly. But I asked her, what do you want in life? She said, I don't know. Never thought about it. I said, really? What do you mean? She said, I just don't think about those things. We have to think. We have to think. It's all we have. The only thing that separates us from the birds and the bees and the fish and the snakes and the bats is our power of our mind. We can think, they can't. Most people in this world live on an automatic pilot. We are 95% habits. We are habitual beings, humans. Starting from the minute we get up in the morning, it's usually just one ritual after another, automatic from there. Get up, go to the bathroom, check your phone, wander around, see what's going on, drink the coffee without even thinking about it or tasting it half the time. Go back to the phone, start chatting, check Instagram. Again, allowing all of this unplanned, random crap to come in that's going to program us for the whole day. Whatever you do in the first 15 minutes of waking up when you're still in that twilight fogginess state, that's going to program your day. I grab my book or I grab my app that has my affirmations and my gratitude list, and instantly I am just going at that gratitude list. I sit in front of a window, I look out at the beautiful skyline of Miami below me, and I start giving thanks. I focus on everything I'm grateful for. I think about the beautiful things that happened to me the day before. I think about all the beautiful and wonderful things that are going to happen to me today, and I know they will. I'm never surprised at the end of the day as to the wonderful things that happen. I'm never surprised. I never say, wow, today was a great day. I'm grateful for it, but I'm not shocked by it. It's always an amazing day. Why? Because I choose to make it so. I never have a bad day. Never. 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 Do I make myself clear? Never. Never have a bad day. I haven't been in a bad mood in months. I haven't been in a bad mood in months. I don't even know what it's like anymore. I forgot. When people tell me, oh, I'm in such a bad mood, I don't even know what that is, honestly. I'm not saying this because I'm better or because I feel superior or because I'm not human. I'm sure I'm susceptible to emotional dips and discomforts and fears just like everybody else is. But I'm sharing with you that by focusing on my energy and making this my priority every day and realizing that I have the power to decide how my day is going to go and what my experience is going to be at any given moment, there's no surprises. There's no surprises. The only surprise is when there's no surprise. Now I'm shocked and surprised when I don't have a good day. I'm actually shocked when I go through a situation and feel crappy. That's shocking to me now. I'm like, that's weird. Why did that happen? It's practice. It's practice. Practice makes perfect. And of course, there's no perfect. We never get it. We never get this. I will always be working on this. I will always be incomplete, but I will always be grateful. I will always look first to myself and then outward to see what I can do for others. How can I be of service? Only by being the best version of myself. I'm extremely grateful. I'm extremely blessed. Please make a comment below. Thank you for supporting me.